There's a lot of discussion about authenticity and being real and real talk and showing up, exactly as you are. And there's tons of buzzwords about mindfulness and taking quiet moments to just kind of be present with yourself. And, there's a lot of stuff out there in the world floating around that maybe doesn't feel as real or as authentic or maybe just as aligned for you as it could. So, we're just going to have a conversation today about real versus ideal when it comes to mindful living and mindful existence. Hello, fabulous. I hope today is treating you kindly. If you are here and being present and connected, thank you so much with Glitter on It for choosing this moment to just exist and, embrace the vibe of just genuine conversation about what it means to be present, to be mindful, and to be kind of real in the space where you are. So if you haven't done so already, please do like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you can stay up to date on all the latest content. This is made for you by you. So your requests, your feedback matters. It helps me to create content that best serves and supports you, which is fundamentally the goal here. So thanks again with Glitter on It for doing all of that stuff. So let's get into it. There's, like I said, a lot of buzzwords floating around about being mindful and like how you should meditate for X amount of time and this is how it should look, and it's, there's only one way to do it, and all this other kind of stuff. And I was recently listening to an audiobook that was discussing how mindfulness is not that deep necessarily. It's not that complicated. It doesn't have to look a certain way or anything like that. It boils down to just being present in the moment, which could literally just be something as simple as like, you paying attention to the way your toothbrush hits your teeth, the way that your coffee is maybe too hot, or, the not so comfortable sensation of, oh my God, I really need to go to the bathroom, like right this second, even though that's not like what most people would consider a Zen style meditative, mindful, present moment. You are very aware of what's going on in your physical body in those moments. Now, I'm not saying run out there and stub your toe and like go real deep on whatever it is anytime that you feel even the slightest bit of discomfort. That's not the point at all. The point is that mindfulness comes in little tiny bite sized packages throughout the day. And just as when you are uncomfortable, you are more inclined to notice that because obviously discomfort can equal threat, can equal, challenges to the safety, can equal, I have to get this addressed right now because A, it doesn't feel good, and B, it could be a threat to my well being. There are more opportunities to have a similar type of experience. In other words, the acute awareness of how we are feeling in the moment and like what's going on within the body in a given moment. That's not something that's associated with something unpleasant, like I stubbed my toe or I need to pee or something like that. So, and they don't have to be long moments either. They could literally just be like, literally, I did this last night. I was lying in bed, brain was kind of, humming like it does in the middle of the night when you have to wake up and take dogs out to pee for the ninth time. I was just, exhausted and just lying there and trying to quiet the madness, the racing thoughts that you get sometimes when you're trying to get back to sleep. And I was just like, gosh, this pillow is so soft. This is just the softest pillow. And then I found a nice cool spot under my sheets where I was just like, oh, this is so nice. This spot right here, this is just a lovely spot. Like I'm going to just exist in this space for just a minute where I can appreciate the softness of my pillow and the coolness of my sheets. And I don't know how long I existed in that moment, to be perfectly honest with you, but it was brilliant because do you know what it did? It shut off the obnoxious racing thoughts that I had going on. And it just gave me a space, a moment to just disrupt what can, sometimes just basically be like the white noise of your thoughts in your brain. When that wasn't supporting me in going back to sleep, I was like, man, I'm just going to pay attention to something random and just express my appreciation for the experience of existing in a space where I get to have a nice soft pillow and a nice cool spot under my sheets. And that was glorious. And like I say, I have no idea how long that moment lasted, but the point is, I was able to exist in a space of appreciation, which is always helpful if you're going to do mindfulness, right? Because it feels good within the being to just be grateful for something, to just be like, man, this is so nice. This is so nice, especially in the world where it's noisy and chaotic. And, there's not a lot of things that a person could draw their attention to that feel good within the being. So it was just very helpful to just take that moment of like, yeah, this is good. This right here, this is amazing. So that could literally happen anytime. It could happen while you're getting dressed, like, oh my God, I love this color on me. Or my hair is so cute today. Or gosh, these shoes are the most comfortable thing ever. Or the sky is really pretty. Or my dog or my kid or my whatever is so adorable. Like, it could just be a little micro moment of just paying attention. It could even be like when you're washing your hands and you just notice the temperature of the water for just a second. Notice how sudsy the soap gets. Notice the color of your fingernails if you're me and you happen to appreciate the color of fingernails. Uh, just literally anything. And as easily as we can notice the things that irritate us, we can just as easily shift to notice the things that we can take pleasure in, or the things that we can appreciate or feel grateful for. And it does take a little bit of practice, but the great thing about it is you're already wired to pay attention to that sort of stuff, right? Because if you, for example, stub your toe or burn yourself or something like that, all that exists for you in that moment is that experience. You're not paying attention to literally anything else. So, I mean, the great thing and the horrible thing, obviously, we don't want to burn ourselves or stub our toe. I mean, it does happen, but it's not pleasant. But the thing is, like, your brain is like all in that moment. It's all right there. That's all it's paying attention to. We can tap into that same attentive energy, that presence, that just existing in the moment, and capture that and begin to develop kind of a stronger drive or pull towards noticing the things that bring us joy and happiness. So, like the same kind of snapshot moment where all that is for us is just right now, just this experience, but in a good way, like in a great way. Like the way that you feel after you get out of the shower, after you've been working in the yard all day, or the way that you feel when you get to lie down or sit down at the end of a very long day when you've worked really hard. And this is like, oh, I did great today. I finished. My to-do list is all checked off. Like, I feel good. Or when you close your laptop at the end of a shift and they're like, yeah, I got all these things done today. I helped all these people. I did all this work, whatever the thing is. And you're like, I can feel good about this experience. Like, and there's closure and completion. And it just really helps. It just really helps, especially during the day when it's so easy to get distracted and there can be bad news everywhere and everybody wants your attention all the time. And sometimes it's just really, really good to just take a moment to be aware of something, even if it's something just completely neutral. Like, I saw a bird out my window. You don't feel any kind of way about the bird, but you did notice it was there. You just took that moment to be like, oh, there's a bird outside my window. All right, cool. Just that little disruption of all of the bleh that can be going on both in your internal world and the outside external world as well. So take a moment, practice your mindfulness, just practice just noticing something, anything, like, oh, I just saw something that was my favorite color, or I really love that car driving down the road. Or, my kid has a really amazing gift to make me laugh, or whatever the thing is, whatever it is. Just take a moment to notice. Notice the full body experience. Notice the physical sensations. How does it make you feel in your body? How does whatever the external stimuli that you're experiencing, like, where does that hit? Where does that land? What does that make you feel emotionally? And just be present with it. Just be there. And literally just doing this for like a minute or two, not even a minute, like a few seconds every now and again throughout your day, it makes a huge difference. It can certainly boost the endorphins. It can support you in feeling more grateful for, all the things. It can support you in attuning your mind to pay attention to more things that are just make you happy for no reason, or just things that are like, oh, cool. I love that. I love that. It's just nice. It's a nice way to exist. I feel like it's much happier than a lot of the alternative. So, it's your attention, and wherever your attention goes is where your energy flows. And today I am hoping that you choose to flow some of that energy into a space where you can just feel good within your own being. I hope this has been helpful. And again, thank you so much with Glitter on It for choosing to hang out with me today. And I hope that you have a sparkly rest of your day.